Konnichiwa, Mina. It's 1844. I meant to say as I'm back to my US GSG Vicky playthrough. And if you remember a couple episodes ago, I got an event where we somehow gained Cuba. I don't know if we outright gained it completely or if we just gained cores or something, but it would cost 6 infamy, which I couldn't afford at that moment, and all the great powers in Europe would have been really angry at us for doing that because we would take it away from Spain stuff. I couldn't do it right then because of the high infamy cost I said, but I did consider it maybe later on when I had low enough infamy. However, before I went to do it, I wanted to see what would happen if I do that, because I'm not going to do it without knowing for sure what would happen. However, it's no longer there, it seems to be. I actually turned on change national value and turned on release vassal decisions so I can get all the access stuff available. But as you see, as we're looking down here, Manifest Destiny, we can't do it yet. The Keel Canal, Suez Canal, and change our national values to other things. It's no longer there, it seems to be, which is quite unfortunate because now I had the low enough infamy where I could for it, and I was still curious to see what would happen if we can get Cuba without having to go to war with 6 infamy, even though all the countries in Europe the great powers in Europe would be pissed off at us. That would have been a pretty sweet deal, but unfortunately now I can't do it. Maybe one day I probably will attack Spain eventually for it, but not really right now as we're still not strong enough. And of course they're allied with the Dutch, so yeah, we're not in really good shape to attack Spain at the moment. But also, I did find out we could change our national value to freedom, which I think it's where was it you find it? There was somewhere where you find out what your national value is. I can't remember. Oh, okay, liberty. All right. I see. We gain 5% more research points. Everyday needs for everyone else goes up 10%. Immigrant attractions increased by 50%. Well, if we do freedom, it becomes everyday needs for everyone else goes up 10%. Assimilation rate is 50%, which is really good because remember, later on in the game we're gonna get a whole bunch of immigration too, as it historically is for the New World. And of course that won't really matter later on, but right now that would help us because if we get Yankee and also I think Dixie or African American cultures in some of the states like Oklahoma and Florida, which still haven't become states yet, we could term into states. But see, that would help out a lot. Immigration at 100%, so it's double what it would be here. Mobilization size would go up. Militancy for non-accepted, though, that would be a problem, unfortunately. But I think the only people that we don't support really in the country would be Native Americans, which there still are a lot of them at this point in the game. We gain 21 prestige. However, we get national confusion, and our research points would decline 50%. And of course we lose a little bit of prestige a month, and we gain a lot of pop militancy and conscience. But I think I'm going to do it to see what happens, as our research did go down. And I have no idea if we gain the 21 points or not. But hey, it's still kind of worth it. So now we're going to begin the episode now. And I also found out in order to get Manifest Destiny to get all these cores in the Western states. Oh, who we could do? Oh, Argentina. We're going to pause. So as I was saying, I found that in order to get Manifest Destiny going, we need to unlock 2 research things, which I found out what they are. So I gotta do them first because we eventually want to get all this stuff from Mexico. Eventually, we still haven't gotten Texas yet, which I still do not understand how I have not gotten them yet since they're in our sphere. And of course, we're trying to get Hawaii. I mean, we have almost good relationships with them, and I don't see any event because it probably has to be an event. I'm pretty sure it's an event or a pop-up, because I've never done that before in US Played and tried to sphere tactics, got prestige. Hey, life rate go down. That's good. So that means we have an extra spot to lower the colonizing rate, and so if we want to try and colonize Africa, although we had to get some territory somewhere. But remember, we have Liberia too, which of course that's not going to be enough. We need a territory in Africa, pretty much in order to be able to start colonizing stuff over there. Because if you remember my Ottoman Empire playthrough, the U.S. did actually have colonies in Africa. Military hospitals, that's good. Has mechanical production, unfortunately, going to take till this December. Is it me? It seems to be kind of going slow. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention too, and speaking of which, now that we got money, I think we were still working on forts. Yeah, we were still working on forts in Kansas and stuff. And then that was it in Kansas. So now we're going to go into Colorado next time around. I forgot to mention this too. North Macedonia, okay, a crisis over there. We don't have nothing to worry about though since we're not in Europe. I found out that I could maybe edit the settings on the OBS to probably record a little bit better quality, which I'm doing right now. Like in particular, it was recording at 30 frames a second. Now I set it to 60 frames a second, and I changed the resolution, or I think it was 1280 by 720. Now it's doing the full 1920 by 1080. So hopefully the quality of videos will be much better. We'll have to wait and see. I did a little video test as we can now increase the relationship with Imperial Japan. I did a little like 4-second test before filming. It seems the video is now going like the same speed pretty much as when I move across the map and stuff, but I have yet to do like really anything else to know for sure yet. So I'll see hopefully at the end of the video. Alright, so now, okay, looks like we can build some more troops and stuff. Build some artillery. I think I built a whole bunch of, oh, a couple of them were Dixie too. That's unfortunate. Because remember, we got rid of slavery a couple years ago, and so it might have been the 13th Amendment that I was talking about at the beginning of the game, but I have no idea yet. Because I know the Civil War will not happen unless the Dred Scott ruling and John Brown's last raid happens, which neither of them have happened yet. And I think we had to get a liberal government in power, and we had to have really high militancy and conscience too. So I have a lot of conscience, no real militancy though, although that's still a little high. Neither the required rulings happened yet, and we don't have a liberal government in power, so we're not sure about that yet. Okay, I did that, so now half of Colorado has forts and stuff. Oh, good, another one appeared. That's good. It gives us some more prestige. As we're just 1 point away from taking over Prussia as the 5th greatest country in the game. Up, we got an election going on, so I'm going to pause. And I want to try and get the Whigs in power again, since they have the better economic position. And we're going to try to influence the liberal governments in all the 6 most populated states. So let's see, how are they doing in these? Okay, liberal faction in Pennsylvania. It looks like New York are really high already. Where's the political map? There we go. Oh yeah, they're pretty high at the moment. So I mean, they would have a really good shot at winning perhaps, but they're still kind of like yellow. I mean, not fully supplied yet. And neutral is Ohio at the moment. Although they got like a conservative thing right there too. So it's unfortunate. Hey, lower militancy. That's always good. Alright, looks like the British annexed probably another Indian state. We're gonna build another, couple hussars, build 2 more great generals. Alright, the election's gonna be next January. There's so much for trying to keep him like realistically in November and stuff. Venezuela wants an alliance, we'll accept. A whole bunch of the Great Plains and western states are starting to become more conservative, as Alabama, Tennessee, and Georgia are really conservative still. And Mid-Atlantic is more liberal. Looks almost like Oklahoma, and Louisiana and Mississippi are going, funny enough, liberal, looks like at the moment. That's kind of funny, as mechanical production is going to be this November. One of the tech I need in order to get to be able to get Manifest Destiny was Romanticism, which is I can get right now. I think it would be pretty cheap too, so it wouldn't be that hard to do. Oh, we gained 2 infamy. And we increase assimilation. But I mean, Colorado I think is already a state, so who really cares at that point? So no, we're gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna risk getting a 2 infamy. Alright, the Whigs, they support. Did it even show right there? Oh no, it's not showing at all. Like on the original games, it would show what they would prefer. Here we go. Alright, the Whigs support full citizenship. Okay, that's what we want. As our I think it was man of war. Oh, that's right, we're working our fleet over here too. That's right. We're not gonna work on the forts over there yet. Alright, so we got 11 supplies now. Build another one. Actually, we'll do some clipper transports. So that should be fully supplied now. Alright, so now, what was it again? Oh, Mexico. We probably should be careful about trying to sphere Mexico, because remember, we still gotta try and get Manifest Destiny from him. And that'll be kind of a problem if we sphere him, because we had to kick him out, getting infamy, and lose prestige. So I probably should try and be a little bit slower when it comes to trying to do Mexico. As we're now in October, as we got a whole bunch of money. Maybe Colorado might be fully done being able to work on their forts and stuff. Look at a whole bunch of North Italians in Colorado. Ain't that funny? Okay, let's see. I think they're more free trade. The Whigs. Yep, they're free trade. Let's see. There we go. Still got over 2 months to go before the election. And we got... Oh, we can do that now. So now all the forts are now being built in Colorado. Next up will be Wyoming. And then Idaho and then Oregon. And then I'll probably do all of our borders to the north, maybe like on our Canadian border and stuff. It's gonna be a while before and then maybe after that, maybe I'll focus on the south, the states that become Confederate. Although I'm not gonna probably do that too, just to be safe. We could also do I'm pretty sure we might be able to do Haiti too eventually. As we could do Hawaii now. That's good because remember we could, if we steer Hawaii, we become they could eventually turn into a state, which allows us to colonize parts of the Pacific too, which would be awesome. Alright, so we're about to unlock mechanical production, which we do need. As we'll increase education spending, increase administration as we unlock that, so pause, and we'll increase defense spending. As we might be able to unlock machine parts too very soon. Alright, romanticism, you're needed. Because Manifest Destiny, it says it right on its event decisions. Let's see, there we go. We need romanticism and state government. Oh, and Texas. Oh, we can have Manifest Destiny as long as we have that thing. We can ignore Texas and being around. So state and government, we can do state and government, I believe, right after that. But we'll take care of romanticism first, since that'll be much quicker, since we lost a whole bunch of research. Damn, over a year to research that now. That is pretty bad. Alright, the Whigs, they're more or less just like the Democrats, so there we go. Unfortunately, that's going to help the Democrats probably just as more at the moment. Alright, Texas will increase our relationship with you. Build a general... Wow, they're not even being built at all. At least the Clippers, the ships are being built. I mean, we have the third most prestige in the world, so I don't see why the hell it would take so long to build them. As we're almost nearing the end of the year. As we are now finally in 1895, and the Democrats still won. Damn it! Like, no matter what I do, I can't get them to, the Whigs to fucking win. As, political party mode. Okay, Pennsylvania, New York, and Ohio became much more liberal. As a whole bunch of states are finally starting to become more conservative. Since for all the other games where, it's pretty much like, not democracies and stuff. In games where there are democracies, the maps do eventually change overall what the, political ideologies are going to be. Whereas, in all the other countries where there's no, democracies, as you see, like Russia, for example, they're still pretty much the exact same thing at the moment. So it's, that, influence on national focus is only important for democracies and stuff to try and get the, parties you want. Look at that! 8,000 people. Our immigration is probably soaring now. Let's see. Internal migration. That's, it doesn't say exactly where, internal migration's in the country, and external migration is in the country too, as well. Actually, no, migration's moving in between the states and stuff, but it doesn't say anything about immigration per se. Alright, so, I gotta work on the national focus. I think I might do it off screen though, because that's gonna be a little bit of work. So, we'll check on our, influences and stuff. We can't do anything in the moment. Well, that's gonna end the episode off here. So, Johnny!